Is good, optimistic family and Pokemon collection fans alike. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Brandon and I do Pokemon giveaways. And in today's video, what we're going to be doing is giving away some event Pokemon that you may or may not have even known about. These slipped my radar and I wanted a chance to give these away to everybody. Now I'm going to have to read a description here because these are a little bit new to me still. So these are known as the CoroCoro Paradox Pokemon. Now these CoroCoro Pokemon, they were gifts distributed via serial codes given in the CoroCoro comic magazine in Japan. Now whenever players participated in this, they were given a random chance to get one of these Pokemon, and you could only redeem one if I recall correctly. So what we're doing here is giving players a chance to get all of them and not just one of them. These are the official event Pokemon, so you do not need to worry about these being in any way, shape, or form illegal, so on, so forth, you know, whatever people worry about these days. You'll notice that the nicknames are going to be a little bit different, so make sure you watch to the part where I talk about nicknames, what we're doing with said nicknames, and yeah, that's pretty much that. Again, if you're new here, stick around through the entire video, because if you're not used to the way that things go around here, the flow of things, you may feel a little bit off. So give it a good watch and enjoy the video. Let's get into it. So over here, we are in the game in a random location. I can't remember if I was here last video or not, but we are in a random location and we're going to catch 3 Pokemon in this video. Now for you, you'll probably want to catch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, since there were a total of 8 CoroCoro Paradox Pokemon. So you catch 8, or you find 8 that you can nickname, and yeah, you can get started. So what I'm going to do is catch some Pokemon. So we're going to catch a Litleo. We're going to throw a trusted quick ball at it. And then we're going to catch another Litleo. I'm pretty sure I saw one back there, and then probably that Shroomish. I've already got my eyes set on these, so we're going to go ahead and make it happen. How have you all been? Are you excited for Christmas? I am excited for Christmas. It's right around the corner. And it feels like this year has absolutely flown by. I honestly don't even know how to react to the fact that this year is practically gone. And it's been a good year. Have you guys noticed that over here on the channel, we've been uploading consistently once a week? Isn't that crazy? Used to, we would never have uploaded this much. It would have been like once a year whenever a new Pokemon game released. But if we were holding out on that one, we wouldn't have had any videos this year. So I'm glad that we've done what we've done and introduced some new stuff to the server and introduce some new stuff in general to the channel. I think pivoting over to these types of giveaway codes was probably for the better, but if you do want Pokemon that are a little bit more custom than these, you can join our Discord server, and that's discord.gg/Pokemon collection. And if you want to support us in our efforts to spread the message and to spread these bots far and wide, all you need to do is check us out over on patreon.com, or optionally, you can join being a YouTube member by clicking the little join button down below. You can choose between a few different tiers, and to whichever tier you choose, I appreciate it. Every little bit of support matters, especially during the holiday season. And as you're watching this video, I believe there's still a 5% off of your first month on Patreon if you do decide to go the Patreon route, and that is patreon.com/Pokemon collection. And so, oh my god, that okay. Well, would you look at that? Alrighty then. Okay, well.
Ooh, I swear, slack off. I'm gonna shove my hand so far.
It's not even slack off, it's bigger off. Whatever, I'm gonna shove my hand up his anal cavity. Alright, do yourself a favor after you catch those. Open up your menu and hit the L button. That'll take you online. So immediately, if you don't have internet, that's gonna disqualify you. You are gonna need internet, and you are going to need Nintendo Switch Online. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go into our boxes and we're gonna find those 3 that we caught, wherever they may be, probably sporadically placed in here. Usually I'm a bit more prepared than this. Maybe I can nickname these instead. I spent my time catching Pokemon but didn't quite think about, okay, so I can change nicknames for these 3, so we'll just use these 3. Anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna type in some nicknames. Now these nicknames again are a little different from what you guys are used to. These nicknames, we're gonna start in this video with Roaring Moon, Iron Valiant, and Screamtail. That's 3 of the CoroCoro Paradox Pokemon. So WC36, WC37, and WC38 are going to be the nicknames we use in this video. You can, however, look in the description and see the other nicknames, but if you do decide to skip what happens in the rest of the video, you may see something that you might come back questioning me about. So at least watch this first trade to have a good understanding of what's going on, and yeah, whatever you do after that, leave the video playing if you want to help support us. And yeah, so let's do it. Or let's go ahead and change some nicknames here. So WC36, it stands for Wonder Card 36. If you weren't aware, we're going to go on down to the next Pokemon that we're going to nickname, and it's going to be WC37, and one more time, WC38. Now, you should see some codes pop up on the screen here, somewhere here. Those 9 codes are the ones that you're going to choose from. So we're going to open the Poke Portal, we're going to go to Link Trade, and we're going to back all the way out of this. So the code that I like to use in particular is 12471253. Now it is a weekend, so it may take me a minute to actually, get a trade. And if that's the case, we'll just move on to the next one. I know a lot of people say that this doesn't work because they can't get the trainer named PKCL. Keep going, you can. All you need to do is pick a code, try it 3 times. If you don't have any luck finding PKCL by the 3rd time, move on to the next code and you should be able to find us. Keep moving through those codes 3 times a piece. You can try more than that if you want, but I prefer doing 3 times a piece, and if I have no luck, then I'll just cycle back through the list. But in this case, it looks like we've got Connor. Hey Connor, nice to meet you, Connor. And we're gonna go back in, we're gonna link trade, go as fast as you can to get back into it. Searching for trade partner. Who we get next? Nobody knows. It's like friend roulette. Big fan, big fan. There we go, PKCL on the 2nd try. So for those of you having issues, it could just be you. Now, it's gonna say waiting on other person's decision, and it's gonna say, here's the Roaring Moon. It says attention, if a communication error occurs, press A. Just press A. You don't need to know what that says. You can read it if you want, but by the time you read it, the bot may have already canceled. So push A. All it's saying is that if you disconnect mid-trade, that Pokemon or Game Freak or Nintendo or whatever are going to stop you from being able to trade for an hour or something like that. It's dumb. It's like, don't have bad Wi-Fi. Don't, turn the game off because you're like, whoops, I traded something I shouldn't have, stuff like that. If it's gone, it's gone. You can probably get another one from us. Don't worry too much about it. I do recommend checking out the rest of our videos, though. These aren't the only Pokemon that you're able to get from these codes. You're actually able to get any Pokemon in the game from these codes. And if you do decide to go through my channel, hit the subscribe button here while you're there, and possibly consider becoming a YouTube member. That helps support this channel, and it will help support the growth of these codes. And instead of 9 codes, we could have 12 codes, we could have 20 codes, we could have 35 codes. One of those things that the more support we have, the more that we can give. That's how it works. We got PKCL again, so we're gonna go over here down to the other Pokemon that we nicknamed. So WC37, and that is Iron Valiant. Remembering to push A whenever the attention screen pops up. I hope you guys are doing really well. As I said before, Christmas is right around the corner. I hope you guys get lots of Pokemon themed merchandise. Maybe one day, if I do decide to have merch myself, maybe you'll buy some of my merchandise, or maybe you'll decide to gift some of my merchandise to a friend to help spread the good word of the optimistic family. Maybe, maybe not, maybe so, maybe no. All up to you. All up to you. We're going to do the 3rd one, and then we're going to have a look at these 3 and see what's up. Now, they are the level of the event Pokemon. They are not level 100, and if that bothers you, I have a video on how to get experience candy as well. So if you want to level those suckers up to level 100, you can get Experience Candy XL and just do that, because why waste time with rare candies when you can use Experience Candies instead? Search my channel for that video and enjoy. Again, here we are, PKCL. I'm finding this really fast. I don't know why you guys never find this. This is real time. Depending on what my editor does here, he might skip through it. I don't know what he'll do, but this is as close to real time as it gets. The trades are almost instant, If you don't find it, go to a different code. I'm not looking at anything that could get me to the bot any faster. I've thought about it several times, but I'm not going to do that. I want this to be as transparent as humanly possible, and I want you to know that you all have a chance to get these Pokemon. If you would like to unlock 2 special codes that aren't busy, you can do so by becoming a YouTube member or by becoming a patron, and then you will see in the members only posts Or if you're over on Patreon, you'll see in the hidden post that there are 2 specific codes that you are able to use that aren't usually available for free users. So there are multitudes of perks to being a patron, and there are multitudes of perks to being a YouTube member. Both are pretty similar, but supporting is the important part. So it does look like the original trainer names are a bit janked up, which means that these were Korean, and that's totally fine. Or no, it's not janked up, it's Coco backwards. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. I like that. So these are Japanese and Coco is the OT. That's really friggin' cool. 5656 is the ID number. They are level 75. Yes. I don't know. They have a classic ribbon. So cool. Enjoy your CoroCoro Paradox Pokemon. And if you do decide to go through and get all of them, nice. If you don't, it's up to you, you know. But yeah, it seems like the older I get, the worse I get at saying goodbye. So you should watch this video so I don't have to say goodbye. You can click this video here in the middle and we can say hi and do this all over again. YouTube thinks you'll like it and I think you'll like it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Merry Christmas, and I love you guys very much, and I can't wait until next Friday. I've got some other stuff coming next Friday that you may not expect either. So enjoy. Love you guys. Do me the biggest favor in the world and stay optimistic.